got moves I ain't made yet. I got shows I ain't played yet. I got trips I ain't take yet. I got time I ain't fade yet. I got songs I ain't made yet. I got foes I ain't faced yet. I got hands I ain't shake yet. I got plans I ain't
Welcome in, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. This is Renisha's Live. We're just going to jump right off into this topic because it's a hot one. Unarmed Black Americans being killed at the hands of the ones that are supposed to protect and serve, our cops. What is going on? Like, why is it happening? Well, that's what we want to talk about today. So let's get right into it. I want to hear you guys' comments down below, and all we want you to do, all we ask is that you be respectful and be considerate of other people, but we want honesty. But before we get off into that, just let me introduce myself. My name's Renisha, pronounced with the E, sha. Y'all know I'm crazy. For those who know me, I'm just a little fun. We'll say fun. But anyways, this is Renisha's Live, where we believe in being the change that we want to see out here in this world we live in today. And we just want to evoke change in our community as well as in the world we live in today. So without further ado, let's get off into this. We caught a few people in the African American community and asked them what where they thought the problem stemmed from, and this is what they had to say.
I think that one of the main issues is this: when that white cop, when he see, let's say, a white man or a white whatever, he identifies with that person as himself.
Yeah.
And so he's more hesitant to shoot because he sees that person as a person.
Yeah.
Yes.
When he see us, he see old thug nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And you know what I mean, or whatever. And they don't really see us themselves. They don't bear witness to our humanity. Yeah. That's why they more probable to shoot, because they don't see us like that. And that's what I think one of the main problems.
They're people, you know what I'm saying? But like Tempest said, it's a hard thing. You know, whether you're black or white or whatever, it's a hard thing. And when people have that hate in their heart, that's what's coming out. When you just have that deep, and some people have the hate and don't realize they have the hate. But it's how they were raised. It's how
Our life depends on if this guy here is having a bad day.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
it's like he woke up on the wrong side of the bed, right? And he goes out, he pulls over. So my life is on the line saying like, well, I'm having a bad day today. So any type of wrong movement, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna shoot you dead right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how it's supposed to be, but that's how it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you have to survive. Like when you get pulled over, we just got to tell everybody you have to comply.
Yeah.
Don't be one of them dudes, because I know these dudes
You
that
have to comply.
I know
And you
some
must
guys
comply.
that, man, you watch out pull me over for, they all out at the mouth talking all crazy and don't do that. Don't do that.
They've always, and I say they loosely because it's not everybody.
Yeah, not
but
everybody.
when it comes to black people and authority, it's always been that way. It's always been, and I take it back to slavery because that's kind of like our base point of where the trouble started, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Policing during that time was the same thing. You know, slave catchers. They were considered police during that time. Go get the slaves, go catch the slaves, go get them, go beat them, whatever you need to do. And so sometimes that's still in the mindset, unfortunately. And that's been passed down from generation to generation in your families. Just like we're having a conversation about how our lives matter, they're having the same conversation about how they feel threatened by us.
The problem is, when cops go to the high class, middle class neighborhoods, their mind frame is to serve. Because that's what a cop is. He's a servant of the community. He's a servant of the people. But when they go to the quote unquote hood or the ghettos, they go with the mind frame of where the criminals at, or let's you know,
They're
crime.
authoritative, like
They don't go with the
authority.
mindset that let's serve. They go on the mindset let's get a criminal.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so we know that this is just the beginning of many discussions on this issue, but I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that there is a solution to the problem? And if so, please share your comments down below. We want to hear what you guys have to say. So in the meantime, we're going to share what our guests had to say about the matter. Here we go.
I say close. I say, you know, if they stop getting away with killing us, you know, maybe it'll be changed. They're trained. They just, you know, the more they get away with, the more and more it happens. We can comply, but that's not the solution. We shouldn't have to be shaking in our boots every time we do.
African Americans need to be wealthier so they can have, I guess, a stand in those conversations more. I think giving back to your community. I know I heard something about, you know, getting out of your community and then leaving or things like that. It's not a problem getting out of your community. It's just once you get out, reinvesting back in it. I think that's the problem. That a lot is not being reinvested back in it, or it's being reinvested into another community instead of their own.
I'll make valid points. I feel like, though, it needs to be more people that look like us, that know our struggles, elected. Like, there needs to be more people fighting for the cause in order for anything to really change. Because, I mean, I feel like some people could get voted in and then they could totally switch it up. And then also, I feel like each of us doing our part in some way, shape, or form, whether it's like something small or something large. Doesn't matter what it is. It needs to be something though.
We need to have our own banks, our own business. Because see, that's power right there itself. We used to have that until somebody took it away. But we need at this time to have that power. Because once you have, as you know, money, power will control everything. We are one of the wealthiest black people in these United States. Case in point, you look at the Nigerians. They keep their money circulating within their own business, with their own community. Look at the Jews. Same thing. We can talk about everything else, but if we got in power that way, if I want to start a business, I know I go to my bank and get the money. That's the power that you need to have. I can talk about the president or the community, but if I create a community or a village, guess what? I control that village. I can have my own police officers. I can have my own dictators in there. I can have everything in there. So they will have the one for nothing. That's when we need to take care of ourselves. That way everything will wrap around us.
As black people, we do need to be educated so we'll know what we're up against, so that we'll know what to do. And I'm just going to sum it up with this. Fear is not the answer. The solution is being educated, like they said, going to the polls and knowing what you're voting for, who you're voting in, what they're about, what they stand for, what they represent.
And not just what you heard.
And not just what you heard, because that's what, for years, what we have done. We go by what we hear on the TV and all of that. And to sum it all up, Tempest said it very clear. It's a heart thing. It starts with our heart. And I can't help but say this, but you got to be connected to the one that rules it all. And if they start getting if we put that back in and put a little Jesus in it, I promise you, stuff will start coming together. But it ain't going to come together unless that's really the top line of it. And y'all can take that to the bank, cash it, and you'll be rich from here on out. I promise you.
So guys, I hope this was a comfortable space for you all to share your comments and share your thoughts. We will be here every Saturday to keep this well-needed dialogue going on this topic for this week, but we need to keep a dialogue going anyway. So next week we will be continuing this discussion, but it'll give us a chance to get a little deeper off into what we were talking about today. And I am definitely going to make sure I look at every comment that you guys leave. So make sure you guys meet me back here next week. at roughly the same time. And do not forget to share. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed the dialogue today. And remember this one very thing. Charity starts at home and then it spreads abroad.
Daddy, let me loose. They gotta move. Bishop with the burner, baby.